are now tuned in to PKF Topics, baby.
I am really him.
We gotta learn to put the kids first.
I am really him. I am really that dude. I am.
Hollywood K. If a natural disaster happened today, everything wiped out, I was saying like a 2-year span, do you have the knowledge, skill set to survive 2 years without electric?
Shit, of course. You know, you gotta have that. It's natural. You know, you don't need no electric. You know, you gotta learn how to build a fire. You know, I'm from that age. You know, you be a Boy Scout. You know how to build a fire from sticks. You know what I'm saying? You know how to. And with today's technology that I done seen for a lot of YouTube shit, they didn't show you how to make fire with cans. It's running with wax. You know, I can survive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too much of a hunter, but I can learn how to hunt. I can adapt to my situations. And ain't no different adapting right now with all this stuff. But yes, right now, you know, it was shit. They just had a disaster over there in St. Louis, and them people's in hell. You know, we never seen nothing like that. A tornado inside the city. I never have seen nothing like that. But you know, I think I could. You know what I'm saying? I when I was a little bitty kid, I can resort to by jumping over fences, climbing trees and shit, picking berries. Yeah, that'll become real easy. The hunting part, I probably get used to. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I think I can do it.
Awesome. Let's jump right to it. A violent beating in Cincinnati, Ohio that leaves a white woman knocked out unconscious and a white man bloody after a video shows a white man slapping a black guy. What's your opinion and maybe a teachable moment from this?
With that, you know, and with social media today, they only give you the worst. You know, you gotta let that shit play out. You gotta let it play out. Cause first thing you gotta do is take emotions out. But far as, you know, with the women, you know, that shouldn't happen. You know, but with these men, you know, you dealing with them young ones, you know, some of them young ninjas, they zero tolerance for anything. They don't go it all the time. You know, you get, I think, you know, that's touchy there. That's real touchy, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't want to put my woman in harm's way like that. You know, I'm just keep it real with you. I would have vengeance in my heart. You know, I couldn't accept that. Black, white, indifferent. You know, that's one of the ones you just don't want to be involved with. I wouldn't want to be involved in because I know some situations that I done seen. You know, I never say I was in them to where hey, when somebody come for it, they come from everybody. They don't give a damn who you is. Everybody get it. I mean, and you know, it's that situation was sad. You know what I'm saying? I hate it happening to them. I wish the brothers could have controlled it better than it was. You know what it was? It was a assault. Either way it go, you don't put your hands on nobody. I don't give a damn who you are. You know, cause every action gonna get a reaction, and everybody don't react the same. Whether for some people, but you know, I stand on manhood. You know, you put your hands on it. It is what it is. All gloves off. You know, you can talk. We can do whatever we want to do. When you put your hands on me, and I'm quite sure if I put my hands on you, it's gonna turn to a whole different situation. But far as you know, with a woman. You know, me personally, I don't think I'd do it. I think it's just a sad situation, man. That's somebody's mama, that's somebody's sister. You know, you gotta go to work. When you go to work, talking about your face all fucked up because some bullshit happened. Then far as you know, we know being fucking black, we pack. My situation, we pack, you know, and you know, I'm from the hood. You know, one person in the hood get to fight, shit, everybody gonna get to fighting on it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a borderline with kids, you know, they fit in. You know, some people probably when they jumped in that shit on a regular day. You know, you got liquor playing involved, which I hate to say race, but race is, you know, they're gonna push that shit more than anything. Race gonna get pushed more than anything. You know, and I try to tell these young brothers, man, y'all already under scrutiny. I mean, just from the way y'all carry yourself. You know, you supposed to be, yeah, man out there, man could have broke that shit up. A real man would have broke that up. I mean, just like, hey man, come on out. I done seen men diffuse situations. They have enough men out there. But I have a lot of people scared. You know, sometimes I think I won't get in a certain situation. I done seen bullshit where I'm like, man, I ain't gonna get in that. Cause we all know they'll turn on you. You'll try to break something up. Hey man, hold up, man, they turn on you. Now, you know, all it takes is a punch. Now you in some bullshit. You know, when you're a family man, you know, you're not quick to react on certain things. I tell people a lot of times, man, you gotta take your emotions out of a lot of shit. Correct the criticism. You know, you can call me, you know, out my name, and I gotta be like, okay then, you know what I'm saying? You know the words in the street we just don't use. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know when I get ready to get down with somebody, you know what it's gonna be. You feel me? So, but you know, that situation now, you know, we're in 2025, everything about black and white. I don't give a damn how you put it. It's gonna be about black and white. No matter how you put it, it's gonna be about black and white. The best thing to do, which I do with all these situations now in 2025, I let that shit play out. Cause there'll be a lot going on behind it. Like I say, I ain't know nothing about they smacked the guy first. All I seen the clip them just jumping on, you know, the white person. You know, they gonna play it both ways. But the brother, man, you're a man. You know, man, you ain't got to really put yourself on no woman, but I won't put my woman on his way. You know, so I just wouldn't. You know, it's a sad situation, man. I hate it happening. I mean, I hope, you know, Cincinnati, that's the best thing happened. I didn't nobody get killed. Cause we already know what happened where we come from. I don't give a damn who you, we know what happened. I mean, cause nobody sleep if something like that happened to one of mine. I mean, that's just me. I couldn't sleep. You know, I'd be on some, let me go to this car. You know, we get that, when you get a man in that mentality, he don't give a fuck. And so brothers black out. Some people black out. They you know, you see your woman, man, that's like a whole different level of, dog, you go to a whole nother level. I don't care who you is, you know. I won't want to be in that position. And I'm sad. I hope they get through that, you know, but that's Cincinnati. You know, I worry about what's going on in St. Louis.
Okay. A black man gets brutally beaten by outlaw biker gang in Fort Wayne, Indiana, over an alleged unpaid tab and a claim he groped the man's girlfriend. It's all new, what news reported. What's your opinion? What's the teachable moment?
Oh, the teachable moment. Shouldn't have had this black ass there. That's first and foremost. You ain't pay your tab, that's theft. And touching on another man, woman, dog, that's like stroking a man's gun. You know you gonna get it. You just, I mean, I'm from the era of, we from different parts of the city. Man, I ain't go around playing in another part of the city. Why would I take my black ass over there knowing they gonna crack my skull? And I'm not believing it to integrate in every goddamn thing. Some places you just don't go. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. You can be in a white spot. You ain't gotta like me. You be in a black spot. Them white boys know not to come up in there. You know, I'll tell you like this. I'm just give you real talk like this, man. It's racist on both sides. I don't know what the fuck racist is. Some people just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, stereotype, don't take your ass down there. Definitely not touching on a man, woman, because I don't know what I do, you put your hands on mine. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not touching on man, woman. I'm not down there trying to pay, not slip out on the bill. You know, man, that's man, some situations you can avoid. Don't take your ass around, black boy. Stay where you belong. Don't be playing, stay where you belong.
Now, you know them just allegations though, right?
Allegations is stay your black ass on. Every part ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that, every part you ain't got to go to.
Awesome. Okay, so Shannon Sharp settles lawsuit for, you know, on an alleged sexual assault case to a woman who didn't have much financially, and shortly after the settlement, he loses his job with ESPN. Your opinion, and what's a good teachable moment from, you know, if a kid watching this, what's a good teachable moment?
No. You can't put kids in this. You can't put kids in this.
It's something to learn from.
Nah, it ain't nothing to learn from. He did that to himself. You don't know a setup. You can't tell me being a man, you don't know you being set up. Shannon didn't see that. You didn't see this set up. This dude looked like a full-grown gorilla. And he got a model. You know, she probably not be the best, but she a beautiful woman to me. That man didn't see that. You 50. Come on, dude. What? Back page, all that other bullshit. He 50. He that was lack of judgment. Oversexed. He got on a high horse that he thought he was. He just forgot he was black and ugly. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no mouthpiece. He lived with his wallet, so he had to pay. You know, if you ain't got gas, you put your wallet in your mouth. You know, everybody ain't got it. So he figured he was doing something. He being masculine with a 119-pound girl. Shit, you know, Monique told me on his own show, get you a woman who can cook for you, baby. I tell him like this, man, do like, hey, go down in Columbia like Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat down in Columbia swinging in the street. Only reason they recognize because his brother seemed like, man, Keith Sweat down there kicking in the street. Go somewhere where people don't know, but he earned it. You know, you know, that's just a life, man. You know, it's a life. That's an instant lick. You know, excuse my French, he a trick. If I could have sent somebody to him, I'd send him. You know, he's a trick. You know, he a John. You know what I'm saying? He led with his wallet, so he had to pay. All of them have done it. Trump, all of them did it. I mean, bro, ain't nothing wrong with it. He least Puff let you know what it's about. You know what I'm saying? But Shannon was the trick. He thought he had a game going. But this day and age, man, I'm scared to text and say anything on video record. Everything is being recorded. Everything. From the time you walk out your house, somebody recording. Even while I'm sitting there, somebody recording me, you recording me, you and the cameraman. It's being recorded. This new world we got. You can't avoid that. You tell me that little woman would deal with that gorilla. Then she talking about the man had a baby in his pants. Come on, man. Come on, man. That dude on some sadomasculine, whatever that bullshit is they do. But you know, I might be into that. I don't know. But you know, I'm not gonna leave my wallet. But you gotta what they call vet people. He went in vet, you know, Shannon Sharp, but you know, now you got one, now you got two, now you got three. These motherfuckers learn from Bill Cosby. The hardest thing about having money, man, is holding on to it. Because everybody grab it. Everybody reaching for it. And you give away what, I don't know, allegedly 20, I'm gonna give a damn, that pussy, I mean that body, that ain't worth no damn $1 million. I ain't never ran across a piece of $1 million pussy, I mean sex and pussy in my life. Never. I ain't even know it cost that much. But him, he's a dummy. He was a loser. You know, he wasn't really an athlete, he just on the team. You know what I'm saying? They gave him a Hall of Fame status just because he was, you know, big mouth, you know, like I say, big tongue motherfucker, you know, Donald, you know, he got a show. He brought all that. You remember I told what, man, you had a video about that. I was talking about that shit. 2 men sitting around the gauge talking about other motherfucking people. Now look how it came back biting him in his ass. Look how it came back. Just to think, Cat Wicks, when he was sitting there doing all that shit, shitting on all the young man, shitting on all them bro. Okay, I'm not finna come hang down with you and your people. Y'all guys 40. They 30, man, I'm not fucking with no 30 and 40-year-old motherfuckers, bro. 20-year-old, I don't even occupy the same space they do. You know, he's still trying to be young, you know, they run around with the tight shit on. Come on, dude, who you wearing that shit for? Who you advertising for? Now you got caught. He ain't even get caught. You know, he gave it up. You know, you can't do that. Man, all this old bullshit, he deserves everything he get. He ain't nothing but a dumb country cotton pick anyway. He'll come at me, oh, man, you're broke, so I'm broke. But I ain't get fucked out, pay no $1 million for no pussy. Didn't have no desire to do that. I'm broke. I'm nobody. But you sat up there and got played by these people. The same people who you thought was your friend. Then they said you for 2 years. 2 years? Come on, man. Come on, that motherfucker, that little girl didn't even know how to talk. She seemed like she really wasn't all that in her head. So he ain't even see that coming. She'll be broken 2 years old. You know how they do it, little bro. She'll be fucked out weirdo in 2 years, crying. While somebody put up to it, they should be suing again for that. I don't get it, man. He deserves everything he got. I don't like him no way.
Fair enough. Ex-NBA basketball star Gilbert Arenas was arrested by the feds for allegedly running an illegal gambling ring. Also, 5 other defendants were arrested, and one defendant is a suspected high-level member of an Israeli organized crime gang, or whatever, a group. So Gilbert Arenas, he out of jail right now, back talking on social media after the indictment. The indictment alleges that Gilbert Arenas or whatever, rented out his mansion for these high-stake poker games. What's your opinion?
He deserves everything. He a dummy too. He a dummy. You know, he lived for the mob. You know, give his ring out to my high school at 60 on court. We don't nobody give a damn about no basketball. He said, man, that shit ancient over with. But you know, he's talking about how he a $100 million guy. You know, he robbed the NBA. He robbed us as the fan. He wasn't really shit. I really didn't know who he was. I just heard people talk about him. I thought it was that goddamn stupid mother brought them guns in the locker room. That's how I know him. Javar Crean, whatever, I don't know, I think he did or in jail, you know, that they was doing stupid nigga shit. You know, you $100 million man, you know. He dumb. You playing a serious game, you playing the Fed. They don't play like that. They gotta have something to come get you. They don't come get you just off when nobody say. And you know, he's sitting around playing. You know what I'm saying, bro? He playing, you know, so he a dummy too, you know, man. All them athletes, I guess they were they dick on their brain or something, cause they do the dumbest shit that you ever can imagine in your life. I mean, you give them an X-ray, they got shit for brain. Cause I got some money, I'm losing. You know, you won't even know me. I abandon my family, I abandon everybody. I just get a fucking check here and there every night. But other than that, you don't do shit like. Then I don't get it. Why would you do something illegal? This man $100 million brother, man. I don't get it. So I guess it goes like this, man. You take him out the hood, man, but the hood I was gonna be in. I don't want to fit in. I promise I'll turn my back on everybody I know. They were like, damn, K, man, my name ain't no motherfucking K. I don't know you. I will pull that Tommy Sotomayor. I don't know you. I look you my man. I look my brother in their face, man. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I would banish, marry a white woman, a Hispanic or something. I change my name, but I wouldn't be doing no shit like that. Cards. That nigga stay away card. That boy got his ass in trouble in the NBA. He owe Creighton some money on some card. Now you are playing some cards. I can't even irregularly. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
I couldn't enunciate it either.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but I know he shouldn't be fucking with them people. But it's like everything else. Hey, I bet they black here told on them. See how they did Black Vic?
Well, he out of jail, so.
He out of jail. Come on, bro. Man, I've been around the goddamn street so long. I've seen plenty of niggas go to jail on a federal indictment. When I see him 2-3 years later, I don't see him for 20 more years later, 15, 16, 17. They don't play like that. All they doing, letting his dumb ass say himself, well, he come straight out the door. You know, playing. You don't play like that, man. I mean, you don't play. I mean, that shit bigger than what we know. He was set up to, probably, once again, behind some woman. Behind a woman, baby. I guarantee it's behind a woman. You know what I'm saying? Them dumb athletes dumb. They do anything for a woman.
Okay. And Mr. Sean Combs, P Diddy, found guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution, but was acquitted of the more serious charges of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. Your opinion?
Who's about? Puff Daddy?
Yeah. P Diddy.
Bro,
the
Puff Daddy.
Okay.
Puff Daddy, the weird dude. But anyway, that ain't about a bunch of freaky grown motherfuckers. That ain't about a bunch of, man, it's called sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's all he was doing. Didn't nobody, and the women, they talking about he was doing the mind thing. But the hell, didn't he say all the quote home girl? She wasn't even supposed to be talking about the shit. Why is they so emphasize so much in the Puffy? Puffy ain't that. Puffy stayed under the radar. You know what I'm saying? That ain't about a bunch of grown freaky motherfuckers. That's like me going to get some grown women. Hey, we just doing our sexual pay, getting high, you know, doing what we doing. You know, I don't know if the man gay or not, but that's his business. But hey, everybody willing to participate. Everybody was willing to participate. They ain't say not now time he took no sex from nobody. So you can't get mad at me, you know what I'm saying? That's like my brother or my friend them fly a woman in. So you telling me, oh man, we getting charged with flying a prostitute in? You know, people pay for sex. She married a woman sometimes, being your wife a prostitute. Cause you gotta pay for it. Gotta pay to play. But Sean, man, that shit ain't nothing but a client. It's nothing but a distraction. It's something else going on bigger behind that. It ain't nothing but a distraction, man. When people learn to be distracted, Puff don't mean shit to me. I got homeboys in the hood who been doing that shit for years. You know what I'm saying? It's a willing participant. He haven't broken no laws, man. He haven't broken no laws. In my mind, he haven't broken no law. They just put it out there, you know, to give somebody like a poor sick dog, you know, donate to this goddamn animal shelter and shit. That's all it is. Women that go into that, man. All the women that were willing to participate in this shit with Puff. And I'll tell you right now, I guarantee they'll go back and do it again if they can. Put money on it.
Awesome. So did you think Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide?
Nah, I think he's still alive. That's just my own personal opinion. Everything I'm doing is opinion that. Cause if you that high risk of a prison, nah, they ain't not leaving you like that by yourself, dog. I mean, hey, I went to jail for a $10 fucking parking ticket. They took my belt, my pants, anything I can hang myself. I was in that motherfucking a pair of drawers, nigga. They even took my sock. I couldn't even make it. I say, man, I'm telling you. I don't know what kind of jail he was in, but being who he was, nah, that dude, I don't think so. I don't want to put out that. This is my humble opinion, nah, man. Then he had 24-hour surveillance camera on him. Nah, man, that dude, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck he is anyway, but yeah, I don't think he killed himself.
Awesome. Raymond Leon Scott, a 60-year-old rapper known as Benzino, he recorded a live performance, microphone performance. He had some gangster raps in it at 60. What would be your opinion? I thought it was nice. I thought it was some nice bars.
Bars? You say he's 60? Oh, the dude that was crying that caught the Uber over there to the house.
Yeah.
The dude on the steroid monkey. The bright skinny steroid monkey.
I'm not sure if he used
You know,
that.
you see his head, you remember Barry Bonds, have you ever seen? You talking about the what's the sword? Did he have the swords?
I'm not sure if he owned it or he was part of it, but he was. I think. He
The dude who been tripping, he been trashing out, man. Rap, man, that dude can't rap. I ain't even know he was a rap. I thought he was a magazine owner. You know, I seen the buffoonery. I thought it was a skit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm dead, so I thought it was a skit. You know, I seen guys in the background, you know, something like one of our poor shot video when I was young. You know, we just having fun. But he's 60. You know, it's my grandpa instead of me. You know that, but that dude weird, man. That dude been weird. I done seen him on TV smoke a blunt, crying on Drink Champ. I'm like, damn, dog. You know, man, he weird. He like one of them. He like that attention. You know, he like that attention. You know, them attention type guys. You know, they kind of suspect. You know, he very into his suspect, man. But like I say, every time I see him, he crying. So, but I rap on them balls, yeah, outdated. You know, he talking about carrying the chopper, dog. They don't even talk about choppers no more, man. I don't know where he got that shit from. But any Crip, and I think they say he was a Crip or some bullshit. Man, get out of here, man. Go sit down somewhere, edit a magazine or something. He was a good editor. Just to get Eminem his props, you know. I think Eminem, yeah, Eminem shut him down. Yeah, man, Eminem should have been. Eminem supposed to be on all his magazine. Eminem own him. He don't even talk about him. He still own him. That's crazy.
Awesome. Hey man, we had a viral short, you know, with you talking about some lyrics of Tupac or whatever. So I'm gonna read a little bit of these lyrics and get your opinion on it, what you think. And so he had some lyrics that went like this. He say, "I remember Marvin Gaye used to sing to me. He had me feeling like black was the thing to be. And suddenly the ghetto didn't seem so tough. Although we had it rough, we always had enough. I huffed and puffed about my curfew and broke the rules, hung with the local crews to have a smoke or two. I realized mama really paid the price. She nearly gave her life to raise me right." What you think about that?
Oh yeah, man. That's every household, man, the black community. You know what I'm saying? I was old enough to be alive when Marvin Gaye was alive. You know, my mom and them, they you know, yeah, y'all guys probably young, but you probably actually older brothers and all that. You know, every weekend, man, you with your family. I mean, you know, everybody, when we was young, we didn't have different type shoes. Everybody had the same kind of shoes. Everybody had the same kind of clothes. Everybody really looked at, you can go next door, you can eat. You gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Even when we, you know, I got my early years, man. I mean, you know, when I got to coming up, I say I lived life before crack. You know, I knew life before drugs. I knew life where the older people really cared about the kids. I mean, it's just things we just didn't see. We weren't exposed to. You know, I remember like watching TV, man. People didn't even sleep in the same bed. They had different type of bed. And I mean, you know, we couldn't be around grown-ups when grown-ups was talking. I really don't remember seeing grown-ups smoke cigarettes. I definitely don't remember them drinking. You know, I probably see them drinking beer or something, but, you know, like you say, it's rough. You know, me coming from where I came from, man, it was like 50, 60 of us. We never had no dad. You know what I'm saying? We had the outside people like the coaches and shit trying to work. And then I know it's rough on them. But like, you know, and that's why I say, man, the greatest thing I ever had in my life is diversity. You know, I know it's not all white people not bad, because these white people was coming to help us when we didn't have shit, you know what I'm saying? But I always had everything. You know, I ain't know, I just didn't know, you know, you had a homeboy, man, he see you fucked up, he help you out. You know, your neighbor mom fed you, or your mom, you know, everybody looked out. That's why there's no snitching shit. That shit went around then. You know, kids was off balance. You know, we always had enough. I mean, if you didn't have nothing, you had something. Even you had your guys, man. When you got everybody going through the same, it's normal. You know, it's not, we crack jokes and all that, but you know, bro, it wasn't nobody trying to maliciously hurt nobody. You know, everybody, it was family, man. I got to be a part of the family. You know, I know what it is to be part of the family. I know what it is to have stomped down homeboys. You know, I know we did shit and we didn't tell on each other. You know what I'm saying? I know shit we did, we told on each other. But it was cool. You know, it wasn't no stamp law that, hey man, you know, shit, we fucked up. You know, like I say, with Tupac, that I got him a teenage year. You know, teenage years. I became a teenager right when crack really hit. Until I got to see it. I seen what it did. I seen how you know, it destroyed families. You know, I seen how you know, motherfuckers got to just wigging out. I seen good guys just turn bad guys overnight. You know what I'm saying? So you know, people that had their mom at home. 90% of us, man, we had was our mama. So we raised ourselves. So then, you know, this shit come out, rap music and all that bullshit. Bro, we from the Midwest, man. We trying to be like California niggas. Then we gotta be like motherfucking New York niggas. Then, you know, Texas, they considered Texas back in my day, that was Midwest rap. Cause you know, you had the East and the West Coast. You know, you in Chicago and had. So man, that's it, man. You know, we had our St. Louis, I'm from St. Louis. You know, East St. Louis, Centerville, fuck it all same. You know, we used to rock back in the day. We used to rock khaki pants, classic Reebok white t-shirt, or with your bowls of Tommy Hilfiger. Now you can different. You know, we from the East Side, St. Louis, you can different now. You were looking at them, oh, maybe from St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? On the East Side, like, oh, you're East Side guy. Now you can't, they all mixed in one gumbo. But like I say, man, I got friends, man. A lot of my homeboys dead, you know what I'm saying, bro? So what going on with us sometime, man, we don't think it's no end. We never prepared, you know what I'm saying, bro? We always controversial. I had to learn how, I was dealing with emotion probably 90% of my life, man, until I learned to correct that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but I done seen friends turn against friends, man. And I mean, but it was crazy, bro. No, that was a hell of a spirit came through the black community. And we ain't shook it yet. But, you know, man, I got to take my hat off. That's one of the greatest. I like that, man. Verse, I live by it.
Awesome. Okay, did you believe the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight was rigged?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, come on, man. We talking about Earn Mike, man. Mike was pretty just a box. He just put in the world just a box. You know, some people they just encourage, like, they just think Mike just, he you know, Mike got a lot of psychological problems. You know, Mike, he'll tell you, but Mike the boldest one I ever seen. Mike tell you, I'm fighting for the money. Mike one of the first athlete come out, tell you, I'm here for the check. But that with him, man, you know, come on, man. A monkey, man, come on, man. Mike Tyson, dog. Mike Tyson, I mean.
He was in his
That's
late
Mike Tyson,
50s.
man. Huh?
He was in his late 50s.
Yeah, it was late 50, but we all seen that Paul's punch he stopped on. Y'all seen the punch where he just stopped? Come on, everybody's seen it where he finna load up, but he pulled back. You know it ain't no entertainment. Everybody love good entertainment. So yeah, I think it was.
Awesome. Michael Nowak Jr., known as Brother Polite, a so-called conscious community spokesman, social media influencer, motivational speaker, entrepreneur, so on, whatever. So he was sentenced to 7 years for allegedly sexually assaulting his girlfriend's daughter. What's your thoughts on that? Opinion.
I never cared about a conscious person. I always thought they were a bunch of fools and idiots. But this dude right here, he's a conscious crip rapist, thug. Allegedly. Let me tell you something, bro. I ain't never in my life, never pleaded guilty to a crime that I ain't do. So I don't give a damn what you talking about. You on one of my vision statements, get back for light. On one of my vision statements, when I had a chance to for the judge, right? They like, Mr. White, your counsel, what you gotta say, Mr. White? He was like, I was like, hey, Your Honor, he just a paid counsel. I can speak for myself. Your mind is your mind. He's like, yeah. So I told the judge, like I said, me plead guilty to what y'all charged me with, like me pleading guilty to sexual assault. And I got rid of the sex offender for the rest of my life, knowing I ain't do it. So, shit, he dismissed the charge on me. I'm not pleading guilty to nothing. But that dude right there, he's a dummy. You know, he tried to shield it with his quote-unquote, that mumbo jumbo dog. Talking about that, you can be African, homeboy. I'm American. I'm a black American. Them not my brothers no way. I don't give a damn about them African. Where he from? Haitian somewhere? He look like African.
I'm not sure.
But you know, he did it. If he did it, he did it. I'm mad at the judge. I'm mad at the prosecutor. They should have told he should never be able to talk on TV again. I think all them sick, they should get a mark on their forehead or something. anybody commit them sex crime against a child, you know my thing with a child, you know, but he deserved everything he get. He wasn't even smart to me. Cause I don't like New York cats. I don't like nobody trying. Don't tell me nothing. A criminal can't tell me nothing but not to be a criminal. That's all a criminal can tell me. You know, he come with the stars, the moon, fucking grass and paint. Man, I want to hear that bullshit, man. Tell me something that's relevant. Tax, hood, what's going on in the community, how we gonna stop this? But yeah, he deserved everything he got. He did it. He looked like one of them type. He ugly. He did it. I don't like him. He's just an ugly dude. I don't like dark skinned cats no way. They all want to fight. Yeah, he did it.
Oh,
he looked like he's guilty. He's guilty.
Hey, what's your opinion on young men and teenage boys wearing purses, colorful hair, them leg and blue jeans? You know,
them leg and blue jeans. Hey, hold up, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let me see how I can put this. It's things that they say you do whatever you want to do, but you can't. We got to follow the guideline. When it comes to manhood, man, you know, manhood, I mean, and we lacking it so bad. It done got so bad, it done spread over to other races now. A man with a purse is a purse. It's blue hair when I come up, bro. Blue hair. That shit didn't exist. This shit started with like Star Trek. All this shit is a pattern. You know, I tell people all the time, even young brothers, little brothers, and your nephew, you know what I'm saying? Something like this, hey man, like I say, I told the incident I had last week. A brother got a flat tire, you know what I'm saying? I pull up over, you know, I ain't want to deal with him cause I'm scared of him. I'm literally scared of him. I'm scared of him, bro. You know, come on, bro, I'm always ready, but I'm scared of him. With a man, in our society, what we do, a lot of us brothers, man, everybody think brothers don't care. Don't no man want to harm nobody physically or to the point where they got to take somebody's life. You know, I stay rocking. I do. By law. I tell these young people, don't catch a gun case. All it takes is $12, go get your goddamn gun license. Get another, $150, $200, go get CC debit. You know, don't catch a felony, then you try to come back and be like, oh man, I should have did this. Nah, man, get somebody. I'm guilty of it. I don't spend no time with these young cats, man. I got so much knowledge and I tell, hey man, but I know one thing, that street shit fake. And 99% of people that you call run on, stomp on, stand on bed, they gonna tell. I mean, I'm just tell you right there, they gonna tell. I mean, they gonna tell. It's can't no man. I ain't never wonder if it's one of my partners in jail and they tell they want to be there. Shit, they looking at me like they want to break them out. Nah, man, but the thing is about choice. But with this blue hair, these tight pants, who you trying to seduce with this shit? And I mean, what are you looking for? A lot of us men, a lot of us older guys, need to tell them, man, the shit y'all doing, that shit don't transfer over to corporation. That don't transfer over to other races. Our coaches, you can't just get a job with some damn blue hair. How can I hire you with a blue hair? How can I hire you with some tight pants on? Who is you showing your behind to, man? I mean, understand. I don't get it. How can I be on trial for a serious charge and I look over as a motherfucking blue hair? I can't take this person serious. You know, man. But the young guys, they over emotional. We had 20, 30, 40, 50 years of this bullshit and it don't work, man. It don't work. And it's bad. It's sad to see. You know, these young guys, man, I don't even know where the hell a purse come from. I understand the book bags. I can do the book bag. You know, I can do the book bags. But I don't understand what these young guys, I just don't understand. What's wrong? Everybody follow. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know, you had the car thieves over here. You had the hustlers over here. You had the burglars over here. You had all these motherfuckers rolled up in one. They have no self-accountability. They have no self-dignity. You can go, man, we can go right now, go to one restaurant. It's like motherfuckers got stripped out of the bed and just came to work. You like, hey man, hold up, dog. Then, you know, they just don't. You know, when I told them, I'm from an era, man, I couldn't wait to get grown to dress up with the hats on, you know what I'm saying, put the clean suits on. I tell these young cats right now, I can take you and dress you up right now. I guarantee you, your whole energy will change just cause the way you are dressed. You ain't gonna be too quick to be out there fighting no suit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't. But I always tell, I can do a challenge when people always talk about that. It's just challenges in life. I had to go through it. You can stand up 10 of these young brothers, they don't even know how to tie a tie. But you got a hoodie on at 90 degrees with the mask on. I don't even know what the hell Pooh Shiesty is, but I know his name through some they say the Pooh Shiesty mask. I just thought they was a mask that you put over your face. But you know, I look up Pooh Shiesty, the dude was a gunner. He's a go-getter. And he they type. The internet, these young people, guys. They guys, they portray. Ain't nothing wrong. I tell people, you ain't never seen a motherfucker kill no brother with no work boots on, no high-vis vet. You ain't never seen no brother goddamn with no brief. I ain't never seen two brothers with a briefcase fight. Never in my life. I mean, serious. Man, we try hard. We try hard to pave the way for these young cats, and they spit in our face. I mean, but now I look at it like this. You got to think they came up in a female household. So all they got to do is see their aunties, their cousins, their sisters, tell them, oh, you can be this, you can be that. They think everything about sex. They hypersex. They just ain't making kids. So they got to the point to where they spending the night and now they sleeping in bed with each other. Now they got these teachers at school telling them, oh, it ain't no wrong to be who you is. You know, shit, when I was little, I thought I was Superman. Batman, next week I thought I was everybody. But what's going on, the women started putting the hair like the girls with the boys. And the boys, you look at tell the boy got to cut his hair. These motherfuckers walk from the job just because they want to cut their hair off. Now you got them with the buns. A bun is a bun. You know what I'm saying, bro? No matter how you look at women put their hair up, men don't swing their hair. That's a feminine trait. Think about it. Men don't swing their hair. You know, we upright independent at all time. Back against the wall. We looking for the bullshit. They don't even know. They run around, everything is giggling. Man, when you gonna be serious? And you try to give corrective criticism, that young man, oh man, you know, talking about OG. Hold up, bro. You know, some of these cats, they don't know how to fight. You gotta have some self-defense attacks about yourself. Gun can't save you in certain situations. You gotta be able to see some shit and be like, hey, I gotta get me and the family up out of here. So you gotta be able to be quick and good with your hand. They not knowledgeable, man. I mean, you can sit them right there. Name me a CEO. Name me a neuroscience. Name me anybody. All I know is entertainment. Entertainment rule everything in the black community. Everything's revolved around entertainment. You know, when we got older, some of us step back like, hey man, we was tricked. We was tricked, bro. We was getting led down we was getting led down a trench of molten lava. We was tricked. Then the brothers who stepped back like, oh man, I don't want that, man. That ain't right. The lie is the truth, and the truth is a lie now, and people will double down on that. Only cause their emotion. You cannot talk. I can be a man, be like, hey man, young man, do this. Young man, turn around, disrespect me to the point of disrespect. But I'm a man now, I can eat them words. As long as you ain't physically doing nothing to me, I'm cool with that. But a lot of these young brothers get tricked off their life. And I mean, I got a couple of friends and there's officers, sheriffs and officers. They say when them boys come to court, they say it's amazing how they change. They say they're in a whole demeanor. You got these young cats, I try to tell young cats, when you talk to me, look me in my eyes. I need to feed you. Look me in the eyes, man. What you scared of? You scared of this knowledge I'm gonna give you? You scared of this? What? I can't hurt you. I see it. My guy now, officers, baby, I hate to say it, I feel sorry for police officers. Deal with these over-emotional kids. These hyper, a police officer can just, hell, I done heard a police officer just doing a safety way of being checked on. Motherfucker cuss him all the way out. He sit around, but a lot of these young cats, they don't know about, they just never had it. You know, you got a mama bringing 2-3 men in her, laying in the bed. He ain't never got to went to work. You know what I'm saying? You can't play the video game because him and this guy out over there smoking weed. You know, you don't find out a pork steak and a steak until you get 22 because your mama been feeding you talking about, yeah, we eating steak tonight, ain't no damn piece of pork. You know, all this bullshit. You know, these young men, man, I feel for them. They don't know how to, they borderline don't know how to read. If they do know how to read, they can't comprehend it. You know, they think everybody got to cater, man. Nobody got to cater you like, no matter you crap, no matter you shit. These young cats, man, you walk around, you know what I'm saying, bro? They don't have no direction, they don't have no desire. You know what it is, bro? All the young people today want microwave success. They want that microwave success. Sometimes you get famous for bullshit. Sometimes you might get famous for something that's worth being famous. But 99% of the shit going on with this social media is bullshit. You know, they so distracted that they can't even focus what's going on Twitter. And they scared to starve the person in the mirror. because they was never taught. Like I said, I was never taught. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn this shit. I don't think I got it till I was like 37. So I'm fit, man. That's like 13 years ago. I thought it was normal to be out there, you know, just willy-nilly. I left the hood, so I ended up getting invited to this banquet, you know what I'm saying, with these millionaires, you know what I'm saying, bro? You know, I ain't nothing but I don't know shit about this shit. I'm just going to support the Oxford shit I was telling you about, bro. And I get there, you know, I'm probably the only brother there. You know, I'm the only brother there. And I think Lazy Claiborne was there. I think that's the dude's name, Lazy Claiborne. You know, he a big dog dude. So I'm in there, you know, I'm just doing, you know, I'm there for the free drinks. You know, I'm hood. You know, you got the free drinks. You know, you got people walk around with champagne. But you know, everybody know more interested than there was anybody. And I wasn't nobody. You know what I'm saying? But they just want to talk to me. They just see, but I didn't have that threatening look. You know, I'm just a brother that clean with the suit on, you know, nice cut, you know, just sitting back. And sometimes you got to shut the fuck up and listen. You know what I'm saying? Look what these people talk, you know what I'm saying? And they invite me over and over. Then I end up getting in contact, talk to the person invited. They told me to my face, it's like, Kendrick, now you got resources. Resources go a long way in the community. People don't understand that. We don't have a lot of police, judges, because people just go against them. But when you get to talking to police and just, man, these regular people, man, these motherfuckers got problems just like everybody else in the world. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, and it changed my life, man. I mean, it really changed my life. About when you talk to people with money don't talk about money. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know, these the upper echelons of St. Louis. I got to meet these people, man, and it changed my life. You know, I'm just a hood cat. You know, I want me a nice car, big ass house. Man, you don't want that shit. But back to these young people, man, these young cats, they don't dream. They don't dream past 21, man. They really don't dream. They live the moment. And that's it, man. I mean, I feel sorry for these young cats. I hope we can. I don't see it change in my lifetime. I truly don't see it change in my lifetime. I don't see it change.
Okay. Let's go to Cahokia Heights, man.
Oh, love
An 11-year-old boy riding his bike to a friend's house was shot in Cahokia Heights after two men have a verbal dispute that lead to shots being fired. What's your opinion?
You know, that's it shouldn't have happened. That go back to the question you asked me. These old emotional young men. Any dealing with a kid, man, we just supposed to be, I'm talking about just uproar. Two clowns shooting the gun in the afternoon with kids riding their bike. Innocent kids. Like I tell everybody, man, these people don't think about the collateral damage. That collateral damage, motherfucker. That collateral damage go deep. It go deep. From the EMS, the police officer, from the kids around there seeing it, from the adults around there seeing it, go to the hospital, you gotta see it. People like us who see it online, baby, that's collateral damage. That's forever. I mean, people don't see, you know, then I don't understand the people, but yet, you'll get a 30, 40-year-old clown who ain't got no driving license, who not cooperating, who a felon, who got a gun, who got drugs, something happened to them, and we'll burn the whole fucking city down. A kid gets shot. That ain't the only one. Shit, what they had 3, 2 on the gravestone one. I mean, kids, it's to the, like I say, man, it's to the point, man, kids killing kids. You know what I'm saying? Then they say, oh, it's the gun. It's not the gun. It's your household. You know what I'm saying? It's your household. Man, I got 50 guns in my house. My daughter ain't never came home and grabbed a gun. I show her how to break them down to show what it is. She not emotionally tied to no gun. The first thing she do is go grab a gun. This a girl. When she got 18, go to CCA. We gonna get your license. I don't want you riding around with a gun. You don't fight. Every time you get a fight, I don't want to pull no gun every time I get a fight. These two clowns, I guarantee, ain't nobody got no job. Probably gang banging. Then there's no snitching shit. When it comes to kids, snitching, I feel sorry for the police. Don't get the police involved. But that lets everybody talk about the black community. The community's supposed when they got them. The community. I ain't saying kill them, but you know the community's supposed to be like, hey man, Rod, JJ, whoever, y'all need to come up out here. We finna handle this today. I ain't saying nothing about it. A dad, if that was my son, either one of them clowns, I told him, get your shit. I'm gonna walk down to the police station. It's about shame. It's about accountability. Dog, I would have shown what a man is. I would have got my son, get your motherfucking ass up. But I guarantee you, none of them had no father. Never one of them guys had no father in their household. I don't give a damn what you saying. My child, she a girl. She do some shit like that. I'm getting her ass up. I'm walking her ass in that jail. You finna deal with this. You finna deal with this. Because I got to go to work. I got to answer to y'all. Hey, man, I failed as a father. All the goddamn guns I got, my daughter have never, ever, never came in there and tried to dad get in the altercation about a gun. Because I taught her about it. These kids just think shooting a gun is willing to shot a 10-year-old. Quite sure the 10-year-old when the guy shot when it came a big thing, they done made a rap song about that bullshit. Shooting at each other broad daylight, all this bullshit. It was just a man in schools, and this is school right there on that street. And this is school right there, Andrews. More school right there. You know what I'm saying? So this bullshit. Let me tell you something, man. What they need to have kids, young men, black men, white men, I don't give a damn who you is. These young, over emotional kids, how to deal with the police. Police say they got, hey man, if you fucked up, you fucked up. They got you. Ain't no reason to be out there fighting. Ain't no reason to be out there trying to negotiate, calling nobody no racist. How the fuck are police racist? They pull you over, you ain't got no drive like no shoes in your car, but he's racist. And you finna fight and argue about this shit. You got a bench warrant and all this shit. But at the end of the day, he racist. But you shot a 10-year-old child, man. I wouldn't even put myself in no element why I gotta be out there doing no shit like that. You shoot a 10-year-old child, you gotta be a heartless person, bro. You gotta be a heartless person. I don't blame the mayor, I don't blame the police, I don't blame society. That shit started in your house. And that shit started in your house when you young. You know what I'm saying, bro? First thing they'll make a mistake. You shot a 10-year-old. First thing grandma gonna come in court and say, yeah, the Lord gonna help you get out of this. The Lord gonna help you. Why say the Lord to help get him up in here? You know what I'm saying? Everything about decision. Everybody talk about this what they want to do to black people, do all this bullshit. The only way any system can work, you gotta have willing participants. We can stop that shit tomorrow. If you don't participate in crime, we ain't gotta worry about not having no jails. You know what I'm saying? Other countries do it. I'm a bad guy. Only thing bad about what I say, bro, is because I'm saying it. The truth hurts. Take your emotion about what I'm saying, man. The truth hurts. All these men, you abandoned your boys. We thought selling drugs and shit was cool. This ain't nothing but the motherfucking residue of crack. Everybody thought the crack baby was gonna be mentally, their health and all that. Man, these motherfuckers just gone. It's in their DNA. I mean, some people, it's just in their DNA. You cut their blood over, these motherfuckers probably don't bleed because they heartless. These kids been immune. These kids, what? They been exposed to COVID. They been exposed. Now these motherfuckers shut their 2 years, their life was shut down. They went through President Trump. Some of them within their 20s, they done seen Obama. They done seen all bullshit. Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, they done seen everything that made them kids known. At the same time, if you ain't got that balance in your household like, hey, baby, that really, it affect you, but it really don't affect you. You don't want to control your own destiny, man. But these young guys, man, they quick to grab that mag. You know what I'm saying? I told, bro, I'm scared. I'm scared I have to kill somebody's kid. Because I don't know I don't know if he's 27 or 47 or 15 when he got that mask on. I'm telling you, I step back. When I see a young cat, it's their style. But it's not a good style to have. You know what I'm saying? I told you, internet, they God. Internet, they God. And the more mean and violent you are, the more popular you are, the more you're going to get praised.
Okay. What's your opinion on men dating women young enough to be their daughters?
I don't think nothing wrong with it. I'm up there in age now. I got a 30-year-old daughter. What age would you mean within a daughter dating? What age do you mean?
Man, 15, 16 people can have a child,
Yeah.
15 to 15 years
So
difference
what
up.
do you think, a 20-year difference, 15 years
15
difference?
up.
15 years,
Up.
yeah, 15 years. A child? Nah, dog. I'm thinking you talking about if I'm 50, she 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I
Just
go
15
there.
year difference.
Yeah, I can believe it. That's been part of time. Kings was doing that. Everybody was doing that. I mean, don't know everybody. I mean, in today's world, it's kind of it's kind of ordinary because we made it like that. But you know, you go to other cultures and other like shit, what India, Africa, all them, they got young wives. I mean, like you say, some men got 10, 15, 30 wives over there in some of them countries like that. It's culture, you know what I'm saying? It's in America, you know, you had guys down there, you know, they got married. Cowboy movies, I listen, what they call it, like in India, some of these where they had them set marriages from the day they was born. But you also had them older guys, arranged marriages. But me, I'm not into it. But I truly think an older man can date a young woman. I mean, it's life. You know, everybody likes something. I mean, it's life. I mean, it can work.
So with that said, if your 19-year-old daughter would have brought a man older than you into the household, what would have happened? Because you just said you agree with it.
Yeah, I agree with it. And I'm like everybody, long don't happen in my house. You know, I can support it, but long don't happen in my house. You know, I'm just, but 19.
She out of school?
I don't know, man. You say dating or married? Because it can be psychological damage. Because a 50-year-old and a 19-year-old are on the same, you know what I'm saying? They not on the same frequency wars with knowledge and everything else. You know, she can be in love and he can be lusting. Two different type things. You know, there's be a lot of manipulation going on in that. Because you got to look, if you're 19, you're still a child. No matter you look at it, that's a child. But like I say, in American culture, we just don't do it like that. It's probably being done, but it's frowned upon in American culture. Me, personally, I wouldn't do it, but I think it's really accepted. You know, and I believe when you when you get a certain age, you can get a 19-year-old and get her a 50-year-old and be stable for the rest of her life or the rest of his life. But a 19-year-old can't get no 19-year-old man even thinking about being stable because they haven't even went through nothing yet. But a 50-year-old man, that's where the manipulation part can come in. But some, like I say, some men leave with their wallet, and them young ones gonna go.
Awesome. Well, let me switch up. How do you feel about women in leadership roles? For an example, like a woman being a president.
I'm biased to the man. I stand on my masculinity. I believe women should just be feminine. What great Kevin Sanders say. Friendly, and also fit. Okay. But a woman advice is needed. But I'm just telling you, like, you look at all these countries, all these police chiefs, like for Cincinnati, it's a woman. Look at Atlanta. Look how St. Louis was. Wherever women lead, it's a bunch of chaos. Women kind of lean towards, you know, they go on the sensitive side. They want to reason side. A man don't reason with no child. Law is law. You know, even with the bully Trump. I love Trump. Trump don't bend his knee to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to the man and the woman, what if we had this woman that advocate for men going to in the women's bathroom? You know, they trying to, a woman, I don't think a woman should lead. Just period. I'm biased like that. I guess they call, I'm biased like that. I believe a man, let's get that right, a man is in leadership. Women is, you know, protected, take care of the kids. You know, they good for knowledge. You know, not even meaning nothing disrespectful, you know, women. But man, for us to live and going out doing what they doing, man, I don't think no woman want to go out there and hunt. I don't think no woman want to make no decisions, you know, if we got to go to war or something. Women tend to be, you know, I said they tend to be kind of, we can work it out now. Man, we gonna do it. It is what it is. Mono. But women, just look at the leadership. Look how the kids. We got 50 years of that, 60. Of women leading. The boys at home, then they turn around and blame on the man. Which I don't get man. I don't shortcut off man either with it. You know what I'm saying? But women, it's tough for me. I don't believe in it. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to follow women. I don't think I will ever do it. I don't think I would. I'm just one of them type. Okay. I'm too masculine for that. But everybody else to each their own. You want to parade for it and do this on you, but I won't do it. Period. Good luck.
Okay. How do you feel about being supervised by a woman on the job?
I haven't experienced that yet. So that's kind of That's a touchy situation, man. Cause women have mood swings, and man, you put a woman in a man element, it's hard. Cause we gonna pack, we gonna talk just like that. We pack. It's hard. Cause women, they emotional. We're more emotional.
Okay. What are some dangers that comes with being active on social media?
Oh man, that's a great one, man. There's a lot of things on the social media. There's a lot of people thinking like pranking, fighting. But I see a lot going on social media just talking. That's scary, man. You say something or comment about the wrong person, boy, you in all-out war. You got to think. Some of these guys, with this drill, with this, the bro wanna try to embarrass somebody or out somebody. Some people about their life. I mean, it's a lot of people about their life, man. You cannot be playing. Everybody don't play. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't play. One thing about the social media, somebody can insinuate that I'm gay. Just put it out there. I can't even defend it nor deny it, cause it's there. Now I gotta go in and try to defend this shit, deny this shit, do this shit. And ain't nobody trying to believe, oh yeah, he must be, but that's how they put a lie out there. That's the only thing about social media. They put a lie on social media and it's stuck. You gotta you gotta go damage control. You gotta do all that. But damn, some brothers just don't have it like that. It's even like you going in the back and forth with somebody on social media. He really can't see, you can't really see. When you see him in public, all the energy you had, you gonna have to either do it. It's either do or die. But everybody won't record. I have never seen no such self-snitching in my life. Oh man, you wasn't like, hold up, man, you said you gonna kill that dude, the dude ended up dead. Why wouldn't they come get you? You know what I'm saying? But that social media is dangerous. I mean, social media is dangerous.
Okay, so Charleston White is one of the most controversial, influential, and biggest trolls on the internet, right? So how would you handle Charleston White if he decided to verbally attack you or assassinate your character?
The best way you do Charleston White, you don't. Cause that's what he do. He a professional at it would. He great at it. You can't go back and forth with no guy like that, man. I mean, you just can't. I mean, you gotta get a man kudos. He the Michael Jordan of social media. He the Michael Jackson of social media. He been consistent. He been consistent. He tell everybody for the money. He tell you this. This is a character. And people still don't understand. The brother have a lot of great viewing points. You ain't agree with everything nobody say. But he have a lot of valid points when it comes to our community. I mean, he lived it. He make a lot of fun. He good guy. I like Charleston White. I got a balance on him. I like him. He got a good message. Cause I'm old enough to understand when he says a character. I understand. But when he step in his real role, some of these interviews he be head on with him.
Okay then. It's a touchy one. A 62-year-old man by the name of Bobby McAfee faces child sexual battery charges after he admitted to having contact with an 8-year-old boy and also admitting that he had HIV.
Wow.
And then that 8-year-old boy was tested and he tested positive for HIV. What's your opinion?
Wow, man. You know how I feel about the kid. PK. I mean, it's sad. It hurts. It hurts to a man. So, for these kids not to be protected. You always look at the fathers. Like I said, my daughter have as a man, my daughter have not ever been able to be with me. She have not ever been able to not get in contact with me, even I'm out of the country. There's only 2 people that had access to me since I've been with this. Since I've been in the cell phone, my mom and my daughter. My mom dead, my daughter. For that to happen to a child, it's ruined. So it's like a domino effect. How this young boy gonna turn out? But he might have thought it was normal. You know what I'm saying, bro? He might have thought it was normal. If you don't got nobody in the house teaching you, tell man, that's not right, that's not right, that's not right, that's not right. Even what's going on with all this gender stuff, you got the right to, people got the right to do what they want to do. Grown-ups, I'm over grown-ups, but no grooming. But, that's my thing with that one. Man, I mean, I stand on one side with that. Anything happen to a child sexually when they not, which child can make no consent sexually. They can't even make consent with each other sexually. But what that was manipulation, man. That was, I don't know if that was the P word at its worst. That was the R word at its worst. Cause we don't know we're gonna get out this young man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Curtis, you know, HIV, quote unquote people. You got people who defend this bullshit. You got people going down here like they just had a clown, and Potosi just got the death penalty. He got, you know, they executed him for doing that. So he ended up going to jail saying he a transgender. And you had people down there talking about he changed his life. Once you in that, you in that. I mean, you should be castrated, but you know the ultimate with me. I don't know if I can say it, but you know, man, it's no point of return. I'm hurt for that guy, but we gotta ask him where the father was at, where the mama was at. So you complicit in this. So if they start charging people with all this shit that be happening to these kids, if they just start putting the charges on the parent, people act right. Man, I never had no problem like that with my child, man. You know, I was so protective of my child. My child probably stayed 400 feet from our house, and I be waiting on her. I changed my work schedule to get off work to pay my baby up at work. And it's a 16, 17-year-old girl. My daughter had a car, 17, 18 years old. You know, and I still change my work schedule to be at home when she get home from school. Because I want my child, I want to know she's protected. Some of these kids, but if you grew up in a house like that, bro, them kids don't ain't protected, man. That young boy don't know nothing. He probably thinking it's fun. Ice cream, video game, all that shit. He probably was already groomed. You know what I'm saying? 62 years old, he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
Awesome.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. Never.
Well, we'll end it on this question here. Back to local. In Belleville, Illinois, a female manager allegedly shoots an employee's mother in the leg after an altercation that stemmed from a trash dispute. Basically, I think the supervisor might have told the young lady take out the trash or refusal. I'm not sure on all the details, but the mother then came up and altercation leads to a shooting at work. So what's your opinion on that? The McDonald's shooting.
That's going on when all that was emotional driven, but you shouldn't come on the job, mess with no managers trying to, but that lets you know the person who was taking our trash, what kind of household they come from. I don't go with no dispute for my daughter or with a grown up. Some people just don't even get it. You know, we just violence. You know what I'm talking about? We just violent. You got two type of black people. You got them black people that's reason and conscious. You got black people just as violent. They don't know how to do no rational thinking. There's no way in hell I would go fight my daughter, manage on the job, because my daughter not doing something they paying her to do. You know what I'm saying? I know the lady person who involved that, good person. You know what I'm saying? I know her for years. No good person. But you know, I don't know. Like I just told you earlier, man, I'm scared. Somebody come, man, I look at it as self-defense. You know, who say the woman that had no knives come up and deal with this woman like that? Everybody was, again, like I say, everybody not playing. We in a world where everybody not playing. You have one side on this side, you have one side on that side. So shit, the only thing is the truth. You know, if I come to you aggressive, nothing negotiating, I just come straight to you aggressive. And you know, you're a CCW type guy, sacramental believer, supporter, and I so happen to do something to you physically, you got what you supposed to do? I mean, literally what you supposed to do. I mean, it's only a two-way in and two-way out. You know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of people get tricked out their life. You know, some people you can't talk to. Can I talk? Oh, no. We see it with the men. The men do it. Hey, brother, let me talk. Oh, no. Damn, bro, I ain't mean no harm. You can't, I mean, we wired a different way. We wired. People make light of the situation. Ain't nothing funny about that. But once again, think about what I said, all that fucking collateral damage in there. You could have hit anybody. You could have hit somebody just drive through, what's the name, killed them. Now you got to explain this. Because some fool came up here doing that. Collateral damage is psychological. There's a lot of us black people fucked up in the head because we seen shit that's youngster and we never took care of that shit. Then some of us, we get to the point we're immune. Like we probably see that in McDonald's, any one of us. We probably, oh man, these motherfuckers tripping. We walk out. Cause it's a damn if you do now, and it's a damn if you don't. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh man, do I want to get involved with this? Or man, don't just mind my business. That's how a lot of this stuff still existed. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, a dispute over, come on man, we know these kids don't want to work. You gotta know your kids, man. I know what my daughter gonna do, and I know what she ain't gonna do, and I know what she gonna say, and I know. If they say, well, your daughter did, oh yeah, she do shit at home. You know what I'm saying? Your son did it, yeah, he do the shit. I fucked him up early before he came to work. That's why he mad. That's why he did it work, because I pissed him off at home. He figured he ain't got no authority at my house. He gonna come to do on the job. Yeah, I do a job my day. So, but you know, that's how I go with this. I mean, it's. I have no answer for it, man. You know, we can pray, but I don't see this shit changing over time. So it's getting worse. You got a group now from 2000 to 2025. All they know is the internet. They don't know how to deal with people. They don't know how to do nothing. These people around don't even say they love each other no more, man. Love word is falling. It's fading real quick. Love is fading real quick. You have people probably like, oh, I love you, bro, I love you. These young cats don't do to each other. If it's do, it's fake. It's fake, 100% fake. I'll tell you what it is, man. I'm out on it. Like I say, anything I say, if it offends you, I meant to. But when you listen to my video, take all your emotions out. Just listen to what the message is. Salute.
PK of Topics, Hollywood K.
Yes, sir.